Light another candle, say another prayer. In the face of a plague-like river of blood that pours through the pages of American history, it seems that begging the Almighty is all we can do. Light another candle, say another prayer.
Hope that this time the voices of the dead will not only be remembered but comprehended, that the lessons they died teaching us will be learned. Light another candle, say another prayer, because the names will be forgotten.
Not by all, but by many.
Which one was that?
The kid with iced tea and Skittles?
The guy selling cigarettes?
That one church?
That one place?
That one time?
No.
These are not isolated incidents. These are symptoms of a gangrenous culture that teaches hate, preaches fear, asks for murder, and is answered in obedient silence when the only true God-given response is a defiant scream.
But it's hard to scream over the fences I put up in my mouth to keep up my wild, village, illiterate, and touched and uncolonized accent for my speech, but my tongue cannot lift itself from the years of oppression that leave this depression in my cheeks that has cared for the languages that seek the unprepared.
Light another candle. In its flames, see burnt crosses and charred bodies. In its flames, see the torches of men whose purpose was pain. In its flames, see our responsibility for every murdered child. Say another prayer.
Ask God where her mercy can be found. Ask God where her freedom is abound. Ask God where her hope grows upon the ground.
Because I don't know. We may no longer have a burning bush, but in the inferno of candles and mourning, we should be able to hear something. And even if we can't, we must stare into the fire until our eyes burn and tears run. We must wade into bloody denial, dive to the bottom of that river, searching for our personal responsibilities we had long since abandoned to the current and surface only when our baptism into the church of consequences is complete and we stand in the light of black candles and anguished prayers, and we recognize that the black blood on these white hands is running through our red veins, and maybe then we'll stop killing ourselves.
My feminism is dark, thick, strong, and powerful as my skin, and my eagerness for knowledge has become a battering ram against the fact that for me, this damn world is a segregated neighborhood, but you pull me down into this ether of nothingness that only allows me the suffocating and endless breath of a feeble life. But let me live. Let my skin melt into a puddle of stars that chases the heavens and dances through the galaxies. Just let me live. For I was born a girl, but I choose to live my life as a woman. Just let me live.
Light another candle, say another prayer. Because there are still too many cops with callous trigger fingers.
Because our prison population is all about a profit merchant.
Because our judicial system is a self-fulfilling prophecy of poverty.
Because to be black is to have a social contract.
Because there are still too many bullets being buried in black bodies.
Because exodus is not an option. Because black lives matter, and we spend too much time
equivocating,
avoiding,
misdirecting,
blaming,
shaming,
defaming,
killing.
When we could be lighting candles, saying prayers, and demanding deliverance from society so steeped in racism and violence that I'm afraid of tomorrow's headlines.
Afraid the names I read will be too familiar.